Welcome back to Reading Real Estate. So, where did we leave off? Understanding clients' emotional-based decision making. Buying or selling a home is a series of emotional decisions. The seller desires to get the most money possible out of their home in the shortest time frame with the least amount of hassle, disruption, and stress in their lives. A seller can be emotional about what they perceive the value of their home is based on their view that their home is better than others. They feel people should be willing to pay a premium over other properties, past and present. Obviously, they're emotionally invested in their home and probably lack some objectivity. For most human beings, the fear of something is the most powerful emotion in taking action or making a decision. The person who has a heart attack and survives has a fear of another one. The healthy fear manifests itself in behavioral change. The truth is they knew before the heart attack that maybe their diet and exercise routine was way off. Now, forced with the unmitigated need to alter their lifestyle and a healthy fear of death at their doorstep. What was already known is put into action. When it comes to buying or selling a home, I think there are two types of fear that come into play: FOMO and FOM. Fear of missing out is FOMO. The biggest driver for actions in real estate is the fear of missing out, or FOMO. When the market is robust in sales and price appreciation is strong in the marketplace, most buyers are consumed with the fear of missing out. When interest rates are on the historically low end and the payments on a new mortgage is lower, the buyer fears waiting too long and missing out on it. Sellers who need a larger home or want a more desirable location have this FOMO feeling as well. They want to hurry and get their home on the market and sold before they miss the window of opportunity. When the supply and demand are not aligned in a real estate marketplace, when inventory is low and demand is high, as it's been in the post-COVID marketplace, the fear of missing out goes into hyperdrive with multiple offers, no contingency offers, and bidding up asking price offers. As an agent, you want to recognize and gauge how much FOMO exists in your prospects and clients. In a prospect, a high level of FOMO can shrink the time frame from them to select an agent. They'll be motivated to make decisions and commitments faster. Don't hem, haw, or beat around the bush. Ask for an appointment, get face-to-face, sell your value, and then ask them directly to sign an agreement. For clients with FOMO, you need to dig into their feelings. You can try a script like this. How disappointed would you be on a scale of 1 to 10 if you didn't get this home? If someone outbid you by a few $1,000s, how would that make you feel? Do you think we should discuss this before we submit your offer? If we upped your offer by $3,000, the monthly payment would be only $19.96 more than your month. We know the market trends indicate a very competitive market for buyers and homes like this one. I just want to do what's best for you. Fear of making a mistake. FOM. When a market shifts or softens to a more low-grade seller's market or a neutral market, the buyers shift to fear of making a mistake. The market doesn't have to transition all the way to a buyer's market for some level of fear of making a mistake or FOM to set in. FOM overrides everything for many buyers. It can override basic logic unless you make a great presentation to the buyers in a compelling manner to help you deal with the fear effectively. You must have tools like a market trends report The average list to sales ratio for properties is their preferred location and price range, and even what properties closed for the buyers made offers or were interested in but didn't get. All these can draw your buyers' clients out of their fear. The problem is most buyers and sellers draw from sources that are not credible, including the internet, their friends, neighbors, and other agents who don't review the data. They have more incorrect information today and then correct information they are going to Zillow to find out about house values. Even Zillow says that their value is around 6 to 7% depending on the market. That's $30,000 off on a $500,000 home. Yikes. Expanding your market knowledge with key sources. By knowing your market and watching regional statistics, you're prepared and proactive. Think of your marketplace as a playing field, not unlike how an athlete views a football field, basketball court, or hockey rink. The better you know every inch of the playing field, the more you exploit it to your advantage. Before I become a real estate agent, I was a racquetball professional. I played hundreds of tournaments over my sports career, and my best games were always my home club. There we had a court with floor-to-wall ceiling glass on the right side and back wall, making it particularly difficult to see in the back right-hand corner where the two walls of glass converged. When players come from tournaments at my club, they struggled to pick up the ball in the corner, giving me a significant home field advantage. I rarely lost a match on the court. Real estate is like any other competitive endeavor. If you discover all there is to know about your playing field, you acquire a competitive advantage that distances you from the competition and builds the basis of your success. Your local multiple listing service. The multiple listing service, commonly called the MLS, keeps statistics of all the listings and sales in the area that are processed through the MLS. The MLS doesn't cover every sale due to the fact that some sales bypass the system. Often new construction builders, particularly in very robust markets, don't submit their inventory into MLS. Agents also sometimes sell properties themselves or in-house without submitting those sales to MLS. However, the MLS in most markets covers more than 95% of all marketplace sales and represents the surest indicator of real estate activities in your region. The MLS can give you key market statistics including days on the market average, listing price to sales price ratios, listing taken various listings sold ratios. Geographically active markets include your service area. Nearly all real estate agents recognize the MLS from its significant role in increasing communication and exposure of real estate properties. Fewer real estate agents recognize the MLS from its powerful but underutilized role in reporting trends and performance of agents, companies, and subsets of the marketplace. Accessing this information and putting it to work to your advantage. The National Association of Realtors, the NAR. You can obtain a wealth of knowledge and statistical trends from a number of national resources and great secret weapons in the National Association of Realtors, NAR, which produce some wonderful studies, reports, market statistics, and most agents never use. The truth is that most agents don't even know they're available. Well, on that note, we're gonna take a break and I'll read some more next time. See you guys later.